Jolly St. Click, Jarvis, Uncle Russ, Ham. We're generic commander. Same as we've always been, same as we always will be. And today is Jarvis's birthday!
Yay.
Happy birthday to you! Alright. Listen, Jarvis really likes Sir Konrad, so he made all of his play Sir Konrad. I don't know how interesting these deck techs are going to be at the beginning, but I'll figure it out. Because I imagine there's a lot of crossover here. So we'll just go ahead. We'll go around the horn. Jarvis, birthday boy, tell us about your birthday.
Well, about my birthday, it was a long weekend. I had lots of fun. Went drinking with friends. Went and saw Thunderbolts. Had dinner at my in-law with my mom. Then had lunch with my in-laws. All the fun stuff. But I'm playing Sir Konrad. He's the best commander that's ever commanded. And I didn't have to twist their arms at all to have us all play Sir Konrad. Because we're all sluts for Sir Konrad.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Like,
so,
I can't even argue it.
So my Sir Konrad is a mono black good stuff deck, because all mono black decks are good stuff. But it has all Commander Collection black in here, including the Command Tower. It has the entire Tiny Bone Secret Lair, the one with like that goofy art, like that Guy Reach Sanitarium. So there's discard stuff, mill stuff, kill creature stuff, everything that Konrad wants to happen. And a couple infinites. We'll see if I find any of them.
A couple?
A couple of them. I love that in the Rule Zero conversation. How many times you hear, "Don't worry, I don't have any infinites." I love the honesty of just like, there are a few of them.
Yeah, just
a couple.
Yeah, there are a couple. We must see them.
It's my favorite deck. I pimped it out. It looks pretty. It even got new cards, including a couple of the Deadpool ones.
Russ, tell us about your Sir Konrad deck. How is it going to be different from Jarvis's?
Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. My Sir Konrad deck is completely different from Jarvis's. And the fact that mine relies mainly on mill and graveyard recursion, with the side of group hug.
Okay. All right.
I like drawing cards. You like drawing cards. Everybody likes drawing cards, but Jarvis, he fucking hates us drawing cards.
Oh no, I love drawing cards. I don't like when anyone else does it. That's why I play draw punishers.
Well, speaking of draw punishes, Ham, how is your Sir Konrad going to punish us in a different way?
All right, so this is going to blow your guys' mind, right? I decided to really go outside the box, get a little crazy, and I just decided to build Sir Konrad Graveyards Matter. I know, it's wild. Who would have thought, right? I'm also outside my comfort zone with, like, a ton of reanimation spells. It's a whole thing. Actually, what I did was I took my Balthor the Defiled deck that I played at this point a few months back during Mono Black Week. And that deck was all about self-mill and using Balthor to like pull stuff out of the graveyard. Well, Balthor's in the 99, but instead of having, that deck very much had to have a kind of mass reanimation in the command zone. Like that was built to do that. Like I didn't have any reanimation spells in the actual deck. So I tweaked that a little bit and added some more of those. But also with kind of an understanding that you guys are going to be milling me a little bit, so I don't worry as much about that side of things. Or at least that was the assumption. So we'll see. Maybe that's a brilliant meta call. Maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree. We'll find out.
Love it.
But yeah, Graveyard Matters. I'm going to reanimate some stuff.
Excellent.
And how about you, man? How is your Sir Konrad going to blow our minds?
Our bowl of Sir Konrad soup today is focused on the whenever a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield. And I was trying to think of, what are some fun anywhere other than the battlefields? Because I do mill all the time. Like, if I'm playing any color deck, it's probably a mill deck, so I opted out this time. And I originally was going to go all of the Eldrazi that take things from exile of our opponents and then put those into the graveyard. But there's like 5 of those that I can run in mono black. So instead, it's discard, baby. We're going full hand disruption. I'm going to try to get rid of everybody's hands as fast as I can and get your creatures into the yard that way. So if I need to die first, then make it happen.
Let's go.
That's the other thing. But with us celebrating Jarvis's birthday, we are going to focus him, right? That is the plan.
Oh,
Oh
well,
yeah,
absolutely.
of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Wait a minute. I thought I was allowed to win.
All right, so let's go ahead and start this game.
All right.
Here
So
we
let's
go.
get this thing going. Yeah, all right. Great.
Ooh. We're gonna start off strong here with a Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. So now we all have swamps.
Oh,
No, all my
boy.
swamps are swamps. Let's go. Love it.
And that's it.
Yep, swamping and stomping.
Draw. I'm going to play this Hive of the Eye Tyrant.
Ooh.
And then, probably the second most powerful turn 1 play in my deck, Bloodchief Ascension. At the beginning of each end step, if an opponent loses 2 or more life this turn, it gets a counter on it, a quest counter. And then after that, whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, if it has 3 or more quest counters, that opponent loses 2 life, and I gain 2 life.
Seems very good.
I love that card.
Yeah. Seems to use.
So we just
And
gotta
Russ,
not lose
it's
2 or
your
more life.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a drawing. I'm going to play in a Schwamp and pass in my turn.
I'm going to bolt in an Agadeem's Awakening for no play. All right. No. I'm going to go ahead and
Wait, what?
don't worry about it. No, I'm going to go ahead draw for turn. I'm going to play out a Swamp. Actually, and a Swamp with an Eldrazi on it. Funnily enough.
There you go.
Hey, yo.
Right. And then I'm going to go ahead and pass the shiz.
On tap up your draw. We will play a swamp, pay 2 for a Mind Stone, then pass the turn.
Do we
Okay.
mind the stone?
Yep.
That's the question.
Draw. Swamp. Do
I will
do
say
that?
I did almost go Voltron, just like cards that are just like this creature gets +1
Yeah, let's just
+1
do
for
this.
each card in the graveyard, but like that's just not quite enough. A lot of those are like kind of green, surprisingly. Ashnod's Altar.
Yeah.
No, Alter
not
Dementia.
Yeah, there it
Oh,
is.
even better.
And
Bruh.
then pass.
On Jarvis's end step, I'm going to tap 1 and play a Vampiric Tutor. Deal with it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Jolly, I think we're getting outclassed a little bit.
I don't
Oh, that's
like
not going to
this.
trigger Bloodchief Ascension because he's doing
That-
it on the end step.
Yeah. I was checking the wording of Bloodchief Ascension.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Russ, are you sure you don't want to do that at the end of my
My
second
second
main
main?
phase?
No, I'm good,
You know,
buddy.
as a birthday gift,
Excuse me.
you know, before we switch phases.
Yeah, we're going to go with that.
Makes sense. Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah. And I don't have to reveal it, right? No.
No,
You can though.
Nah, I don't want to.
you're gonna
Rude.
soon.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah, if you're allowed to grab any card, there's no way for you to cheat on it. So they just, yeah, whatever. We don't have to know it.
Alright, that goes on top. This goes in the graveyard, on tap, upkeep. Hey, look what I drew. I'm going to
Did
play
you lose
Swamp
your
for
life?
turn. I did lose my life.
Well, you're saying, oh, look what you,
Two life.
I drew, but you're not telling us. Tell us.
I'm about to. I did lose my 2 life. I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to play Bitter Blossom per turn.
Oh.
That is what I tutored for. I know it doesn't seem like
Ooh.
much, but, you know, it's fun for me. At the beginning of my upkeep, I may lose 1 life and... Yeah, no, it's not a may. You lose 1
No, it sure
life
is
and
not.
put a 1/1 Black Fairy token into with flying into the battlefield. And then I pass my turn.
Yeah, it literally says eat shit
Whoa.
at the beginning of your upkeep.
Whoa.
Kinda, yeah.
And get a fairy in return.
All right, so I'm gonna play out another swamp. I'm gonna pay 2 for a Rotcursed Rakshasa. This is a new card from Tarkir Dragonstorm, which, by the way, freaking rules. That's just lovely. It is a 5/5 with trample for 2. How crazy would it be if that was it? But no, it has Decayed, which means that when it cannot block, and when it attacks, I have to sacrifice it at the end of combat. But it also has the renew ability where I can pay X black, exile it from my graveyard to put a Decayed counter on each of X target creatures. But I only get to activate that as a sorcery. But still,
That's so cool.
it's a really cool card. I like it a lot. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
All right, untap, upkeep, Drockety, Crockety. Oh, that's a card I like a lot, but I want to play something else because I have the mana for it. We're gonna play a swamp, Mercadian Mask Swamp, the best swamp there is, and we're gonna cast a Bubbling Muck. Until in a turn, whenever a player taps a swamp for mana, it's doubled. So we're just gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll be the first one to get Sir Konrad on the board, baby. Yeah, frozen Konrads. I'm just gonna dome people for 5, I think. I'm not even gonna care about all the other stuff the deck was built to do. I'm done. Go ahead, world.
Seems good.
Untap. Draw. Excellent. Snow-covered swamp. I'm going to cast a Dark Ritual to add 3 black mana to my mana pool.
Oh, let's go!
I'm going to tap for an additional 2 for 5 to play Sir Konrad. It does the same thing that Jolly Sir Konrad does, but it's fancier.
It is fancier. I did mine first. Oh, Jarvis, since I didn't, why don't you tell everybody what Sir Konrad does real quick?
So Sir Konrad, whenever a creature card is put into the graveyard from anywhere, each opponent loses 1 life. And whenever a creature card leaves your graveyard, each opponent loses 1 life. And on top of all that, for 1 and a black, you can make each player mill a card.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have the Eldraine version of it, before mill became a keyword, it actually says, take the top card of your library and put it into your graveyard.
Which is what I have.
Ooh, fancy.
And he's a 5/4 for 5 human knight.
Cool.
That's all I'm doing, Russ. You know,
Okay, Dave.
playing a 5 mana spell on turn 3.
Untap, upkeep, make a fairy, lose a life.
There you go.
Now you just need to lose 1 more to trigger my Bloodchief Ascension.
Draw a card. I'm going to play a swamp for turn. And I'm going to tell you guys to get wrecked, nerds.
Oh, no.
I love nerds.
I'm going to play a Plaguecrafter for turn.
Let's go! Yes! Perfect. That was so beautifully timed. Oh,
Beautiful. Hell yeah.
Rockers, thank you for taking this one for the team. Love you, bud.
For those at home, when Plaguecrafter enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Each player who can't discards a card.
And how this is going to work is Jolly and I are each going to lose 3, because Konrad doesn't count himself, but Russ and Ham are going to each lose 6.
Yep.
Worth it.
Oh, yeah. You can bite that bullet, baby.
And I'm going to sacrifice the Fairy Rogue.
Nice.
Because most notably, Plaguecrafter's a 3/2. So
you lose 6, Russ.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Worth it. I think we can all agree.
No. We can't agree.
I'm actually pretty stoked about that. I deserve to get blown out. I will. 100%. I'll take that.
And then
Enjoy
I'll pass
that
my
sweet,
turn.
sweet command attacks.
At the beginning of
Bloodchief.
Russ's end step, quest counter.
Yeah.
Because
buddy.
1 or more opponents definitely lost 2 or more life.
Indeed. That can confirm that did happen. All right.
That was absolutely a thing.
Yup. Sure was. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pay 2, and I'm just going to play... I'm going to continue playing good, honest Magic with my mismatched swamps over here. And I'm going to play a Golgari Thug. You know him, you love him. 1/1 for 2. When it's put into a graveyard from play, i.e. when it dies, put target creature card in my graveyard on top of my library. And it has Dredge 4.
Mm-hmm.
Dredge rules. And I'm going to go ahead and pass.
O'Doyle rules. Wait, what?
O'Doyle does rule, can confirm.
O'Doyle, I got a feeling your whole family's going down real soon. I love
Because, you know,
that movie.
O'Doyle is Cider House.
Yes, and if
I'm
you
gonna
are
pay-
wondering why we're making these references, I turned 38 today. So yeah, we're old.
I'm going to pay 4
Yeah, my back hurts.
for Rankle, Master of Pranks.
Ooh, the Prankles.
Fuck.
I'm
Such
going
a
to
good
swing
card.
3 at Jarvis.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
And then what do I want us to do?
Everybody loses a life and draws a
Something.
card.
Nah, everybody discard a card. That's the only mode I pick.
That's the only mode you pick? Oh, no. Oh, I have to discard a card.
Yeah, what's going in?
Razakath the Foul-Blooded.
I'm gonna discard Archon of Cruelty.
And
I
then
mean,
check
what?
this out, gang. You're gonna love this. For 1
I love
mana.
this.
Well, we're still waiting for us.
I'm going to
Oh, yeah, Russ,
discard
please
a Undying Malice.
Nice.
Swiftfoot Boots in
And then
hand.
for 1 black,
You saw
Relic
that, huh?
of Progenitor.
You
Let's go. You should go ahead and just remove one of those cards from your graveyard from the game. Just one.
Just any of them? Rockers
Yeah,
or
just
shouts,
pick
I'm gonna
one.
miss you, bud.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, all right, I'm done.
Untap. Draw. I just had the best top deck ever.
Oh no.
For 1 black. Reanimate.
What do you get
Good
back?
Archon of Cruelty.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yep.
Which one's
Uh,
this one?
So with Reanimate, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. I lose life equal to its mana value, so I will lose 8, going down to 26.
Jesus.
And Archon of Cruelty, when it
Also
enters the
worth it.
battlefield or attacks, target opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, discards a card, and loses 3 life. I draw a card and I gain 3 life.
Damn.
Hey Jolly, for you
Yeah.
beating me for 3, and making me discard a card, I'm gonna return the favor.
That makes sense, bud. I got you.
And I will draw a card.
I discard a Murderous Convulsions, which has madness,
Okay.
but I
But you
can't
can't
cast
hit.
it.
Then for my land for turn, it's going to be a Bajuka Bog. Hey Ham, I know Joel already told your graveyard to get fucked. I want to join in on the fun.
I fucking hate this so much. This was the only play I fucking had. I'm out of this game. Like, anyway. And for the folks playing at home, I literally have Reanimate in my hand right now. I don't need to give you this information, but I will. Because I was like, wait a minute, Jolly can't activate that relic. I have a window, but the goddamn Bajuka Bog. If Jarvis is playing a deck that has black in it, which is most of his decks, he will hit me with a Bajuka Bog at some point in the game. It just happens every time. So, well done, dude.
Do you know where your misfortune was? You were the only one with a creature card in the graveyard.
Yeah. Well, and it was a good one. You need to do that. It's the right play. I'm just a salty bitch, so, you know.
I don't blame you. I would feel the same way.
Yeah. No, you should do that. Like, you really should.
But
yeah.
I don't have any other plays this turn. At my end step, since Jolly lost 3 life, that's more than
Yeah.
2. Flow Chief Ascension.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Can't confirm. Yep.
That's my
Russ?
ish. All right, so I'm going to untap.
Yeah, and if you play
Upkeep.
black and you don't play Bajuka Bog, you're doing it wrong.
I don't have a
Gonna
Bajuka
make a
Bog in.
fairy.
I don't
and
own a
lose
Bajuka
life.
Bug, and I refuse to out of principle. Yep. I hate that card so much, I refuse to touch it.
Let me check.
I'm sure that
Yeah.
we'll get more creatures in your graveyard, Ham.
All right,
I
so
hope.
I lose my life.
You know, for as much as I love the graveyard,
And
I really
draw.
love hating on other people's graveyards.
You just love hating people, so you know. I get it. Yep.
It's
I
a love
choose-
Hating on people. You're actually
relationship.
you separate hating the player and the game quite nicely. So yeah.
What you got for us, Russ?
I'm going to play a Bajuka Bog. It comes in tapped. I'm going to target Jarvis because he's a dick.
Well,
Fucking sure.
well, and there's not really a good graveyard anymore to target.
Yeah, no, there's nothing left. I didn't have a chance. All right, that was never gonna
look at
happen.
My cards real
Man,
quick. I'm gonna see if I have an
never
extra
gonna
Bajuka
happen.
Bog right
All
here.
right, so I'm in trouble.
Oh.
Why are you in trouble, Russ?
I mean, there's an Archon of
Yeah.
Cruelty on board. Like,
1, 2, 3.
Modern Horizons 2 All-Star, but it wasn't really an All-Star.
I'm going to play Insatiable Avarice.
Okay.
On a spree. I am not going to use the tutor. I'm not going to use the tutor. Because
Can I be the target player?
No. I am going to draw 3 cards and lose 3 life.
You never know unless you ask.
Not bad. I suppose.
1, 2, 3.
Brunch.
I lose 1, 2, 3. I move to combat. I'm going to move straight through combat and pass my turn.
Go. All right. I'm gonna go ahead
At least
and
you don't have to worry about any more Bajika bugs.
drop a swamp. The bog finds a way. All right, I'm gonna play Kuon, Ogre Ascendant. This is one of the OG flip cards.
Okay.
Oh, no, I do have a trigger.
As a Kamigawa in the house.
Blood Chief Ascension is now online
Now,
because Russ lost
Right.
4 life on his turn.
Yeah. So Kuon, Ogre Ascendant, or Ogre Ascendant, is a 2/4 for 3. At the end of turn, if 3 or more creatures were put into graveyards from play this turn, you flip Kuon, Ogre Ascendant. But you don't flip it in the way you might think. You flip it like this, and it would
Yeah.
become Kuon's Essence. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. Is that particularly good on this board? We'll find out. All right. Yeah. And I shall pass the shiz.
what am I doing? My neck and debt. Untap, upkeep, draw. Very good. Not great, but very good. Here's a. Oh no, I froze.
Now, how would you define great? If very good does not
Yo,
meet the same definition. I mean, I'm curious. Anyway,
I don't know. I don't know anything.
it's neither here
anymore.
nor there. Don't worry about it.
I do think that I have to just pass the turn.
what?
Listen, I kept a pretty big load blowing hand, and then I got load blown out. So I don't know what to tell you.
You got your
Samesies.
back one out?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
I will
but this kind
untap.
of blowout doesn't feel quite as, or doesn't seem as lovely.
Draw.
Yeah.
Never didn't have the 5th land. Not that it matters. Interesting.
Are you attacking
Yeah.
me?
I haven't made any decisions yet on where I'm going.
You should.
What I think I'm going to do is going to start off by paying 4. 1 and 3 black. Since I can't have real Konrad, I'm going to have the embodiment of Konrad in the form of Confetti Foil Grave Pact.
Oh, it's Konrad at home.
That whenever a creature I control dies, each other player sacrifices a creature. And the anime Confetti Foil is Konrad,
Oh, that's really cool.
which
Yeah,
is
the
actually
art
the only
is, in
reason.
fact, Yeah.
It's the only reason why I play Grave Pact in this deck. Otherwise, I wouldn't play it because it does lead to unfun play experiences.
Yeah.
Nice.
But Konrad,
You should attack me.
I don't want to attack you.
Why?
Because I want to attack Russ. Because Russ has creatures.
But Russ doesn't want you to attack him.
Well, life's a bitch, Russ.
Yeah. You're going to
So,
regret that.
Hey,
Okay.
at attack, target opponent. It's not necessarily the player that I'm attacking. Target opponent
Target me.
sacrifices a creature. I don't think I want to target you because you want it.
I want all sorts of things, Jarvis.
So, Ham, before I make the
Yo.
target, do you want to discard another creature?
You know, I appreciate that. I have 3 cards in my hand, and at the moment, I'd rather not.
Okay, I was giving you the option.
I appreciate
me.
that. Thank you.
I'm going to target Russ with it.
All right, tight.
So, Russ, sacrifice a creature, discard a card, and lose 3 life.
All right, so I will sacrifice the Playcrafter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will discard a Swamp. And lose 3 life.
Okay. And I'll gain 3 and draw a card. But, Russ, you'll lose another 2 because... I'm sorry, another 4. And I'll gain another 4 because you had 2 cards go to your graveyard from anywhere.
That's Blood Chief, baby.
Yep.
And then it's a 6/6 swinging in.
The Blood Chef.
I
do
block
the
with
thing.
the Fairy Road. It doesn't have trample.
Okay.
So fucked.
Sounds good. And then I will pass.
All right. Untippity tap. Upkeep. Draw.
Untippity tap. Up. Keep. Draw.
And watch. Jolly was
Alright,
playing mind
upkeep,
games with
make a
me.
fairy,
He has nothing. He just wanted me to
Lose
go and
life.
swing in.
Draw.
I do like it when people swing.
Possible.
Well, Archon of Cruelty is one of those creatures that you have to swing with.
Right.
It's the sweet baby.
Ooh.
Mesmeric Orb.
Mezzimies. I love Mezzimies.
So a few year ago version of this deck had Mesmeric Orb and Basalt Monolith in it to self-mill myself for a win.
You know, and actually, Russ, in response to that Mesmeric Orb, I'm going to tap this swamp and float the mana. That's all. Continue.
For our friends at home, what Mesmeric Orb does is whenever a permanent becomes untapped, that player's controller mills a card. And then I'm going to pay 3 for a Woe Strider. Woe Strider is a 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, I create a 0/1 goat.
A 0/1 Michael Jordan.
You know what? That's something we can all agree on.
I don't know enough about Michael Jordan. I liked his work with bugs, but aside from that, I'm not too well versed.
I don't know. I think he really peaked with Beat It.
That's really good. That's a really good bit, Ham.
All right.
All right, I'm done looking.
See, you were saying that, and I was over here thinking Fruitvale Station was his best work.
Yeah, but you would say that.
So we have what we can all agree is not Patrick Mahomes on the battlefield.
True.
And then you know what? I'm gonna pass my turn.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and untap, but before upkeep, I'm going to have to mill 4 cards. Thank you, Mesmeric Orb. That's a Schwamp.
8 life?
It's a Schwamp.
It
What?
is lose 8 life. Bloodchief Ascension.
Cool. Archpriest of Shadows and Fellstinger.
And I gain 8.
It's just any card? God damn it.
Any
That's
card, yeah.
ridiculous.
Is anybody running Feed the Swarm?
Yes. Or Withering
Not
Torment.
Not,
you.
not
Which
gonna
I
lie.
I didn't
yeah,
actually open
no.
a Withering Torment, so I'm not running it, but it is very good.
Well, yep. I'm gonna go ahead and play my Schwamp.
Nice.
It's a thing. Yeah, and this honestly nowhere near as good as it could be. However, I do want to tell that Archon of Cruelty to go get bent. I think that'd be fun. And I have one method by which to do that. I'm going to reanimate Russ's Plague Crafter.
Nice.
So I think
That
that's
is yours.
cool.
Yep, I
Right,
dig that.
thank you. So this is the Plague Crafter. I don't know. I'm not gonna get too attached. Because so it enters, I lose 3.
Yep.
And then Bloodchief Ascension does in fact trigger off the reanimate, because that's
Reanimate goes, yeah.
so fucking stupid. I love those cards where it's like, let's give you like 6 mana worth of shit on one mana card, then to throw it to the consoles. Like, what the hell? Okay, but like maybe like 3 mana, but still, it's like insane.
Bloodchief Ascension is one of those cards that's awful anywhere but Commander.
Yeah, but in Commander, it's beyond stupid. Yeah, exactly. Which it's funny that you're running Archon of Cruelty, because that card is just good enough regardless. But I would argue that like it's the reason that it's considered a powerhouse is because of it's because of like Modern. It's not, it's fine in Commander, but it's not the same. Cool. So the Playcrafter thingamajobbers resolves. I'm gonna sacrifice the Playcrafter to
Ham,
itself.
I'm going to tell you, don't sacrifice the Plague Crafter.
Why not?
You'll need it.
Well, him is going to have to sacrifice 2 creatures anyway.
Yeah, because
So-
of
Oh, right,
Close
because of the
Russ.
one thing? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yes, I
these
guess
great
it does
packs
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna go.
And
For
Russ
the first
will,
trigger.
yeah,
I am
and then
going to sacrifice the Tom Brady.
I sacrificed Archon of Cruelty. Jolly has to discard a card.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will discard this into exile. And then so that'll be a thing that we'll have to...
What is this?
It's a Shadow Grange Archfiend. It's got madness. So as soon as this spell is done resolving, I'm going to cast it for its madness cost.
Okay. So it's still. So with all those discards happening, you would then get priority with that happening, and then we also have my triggers going on the stack from Blood Chief Ascension and Brave Pact.
Yar. Has
So-
everybody sacrificed their Plaguecrafter stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
So how that would work is with my triggers, since it's going to Russ's graveyard, Russ is the one that actually loses a life for Plaguecrafter.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so Russ would lose 2, and Joy would lose 2.
Why do I lose 2?
Wait, oh yeah, it doesn't go. It's Shadow music.
Yeah, I
it's
discarded it into exile.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
And then I have the Grave. Then I also have the Grave Pack triggers that go on the stack.
Sick.
Okay. So wait, I think the Grave Pack triggers. Damn it! Which one happens first?
Well, because his
it's Apnap. This is your turn, right, Ham?
yeah,
It is my turn. So yeah,
the
Jolly,
Blood
yours
Thief
would
and the
go on
Grave
to
Packs are first.
yeah.
They would resolve first.
Yeah, my stuff would
Yeah, they're
resolve
gonna resolve
first.
first.
Yeah. Tight.
So Jolly still doesn't have a creature, but Russ and Ham would have to sacrifice another creature.
Very
And I'm gonna
rogue.
sacrifice this Golgari Thug. When the
Okay.
Thug bites it, I'm gonna put the. It truly doesn't matter. I'm gonna put the Fell Stinger on top.
Okay,
I
and
literally have
so
to. I don't have a choice. And then
Ham will lose 2 more.
Yep.
And then Jolly Soul will resolve.
Oh yeah, cool. I'll pay 3 mana and 8 life for a Shadow Grange Archfiend. When it enters, each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control, and I gain life equal to the greatest power among creatures sacrificed this way.
go on. I tried, and I tried making you do a thing. God, I fucking tried.
I was
Oh,
gonna
right,
be able to
there's a
get
way.
you there. I was gonna be able to get you there if Jarvis attacked me on his turn. I was
Right,
trying
yeah.
to get you there too.
So Russ and Ham will also each lose another 2, and I'll gain 4.
Yeah. And then who had the biggest creature?
I had the 3-2.
All right, I gained 3.
Yep.
Sick.
Cool. I'm sitting here with 4 mana, 1 card, pass.
All right.
If
I know
had
3
that,
cards.
cock. Yep.
1, 2, 3. My Chrome Mox. I will take 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw.
Yo,
I forgot I had this in here. I'm gonna swing at Jarvis for 8.
I can't even come up with a good excuse as why you shouldn't.
And then I'm gonna play Anvil of Bowgarden. Players
no.
have no max hand size anymore.
Woo!
Also,
Yeah.
during each player's draw step, they draw an additional card and then discard a card.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
go ahead.
Untap, I will mill 4. Strip Mine,
Thank God.
Blood Artist, Snow Covered Swamp, and Shieldred the Apocalypse. And then I will draw 2. And I will discard 1.
Nice.
Let's discard this. As much as I love it, Underworld Dreams.
Oh.
Okay. Land for turn is a snow-covered swamp. And I do think that this is suboptimal, but I want to do it anyway because it will be fun for me.
That sounds like a good reason to do anything.
Yeah, I'm probably going to hate what's about to happen, but
It's-
I respect the reason.
Yeah, you're gonna hate what's about to happen. It's gonna be a 6-mana reanimate spell, essentially.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast a Blood on the Snow, and I'm using 4 snow mana to cast it.
Ooh.
So
cool.
destroy all creatures.
I'll pay 1 and exile this to exile the graveyards.
No!
Yo,
No!
Russ.
So you
Graveyard
will.
blowout, and I'm not the victim this time. All right. Not this time.
I was gonna bring Shelly back.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. I will put Shadow. Wait, they all got -4/-4.
No, they all got destroyed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's just with Blood on the Snow, it's either destroy all creatures or all planeswalkers. And then equal to the amount of snow mana you spent to cast it, you can return a creature with that mana value or less to your battlefield.
Very cool. Well, I lose 2, you gain 2.
Yeah.
It's totally worth 6 mana. What you talking about? Yeah.
But I discarded my other Draw Punisher to the Anvil, and I did that. It makes me sad because all my card Draw Punishment is going away. I only have 2 left in the deck.
I think that because of this Mesmeric Orb, I'm pretty sure you're gonna...
Find it.
I want to say the Bloodchief Ascension is a 1-mana enchantment that is soloing me. It is better than my entire deck, so you're fine.
But that is all I'm able to do because I spent my entire mana base for that.
All right, so untap. I untap 5. I mill 5. It's going to be a Massacre Worm, Heartless Act, Milliken, Altar of Dementia of my own, and a Swamp.
And then you'll lose 10.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Totally worth it. And then I lose another one because of Bitter Blossom, and I make a Fairy Rogue.
I'll say you even freaking exiled my Golgari Thug. I couldn't even dredge myself to death because I want to on my turn.
And then you draw
I don't even have that
and
option
discard
anymore.
And I draw 2.
And discard 1.
Discard.
They take
1.
2.
And then take... See, if you let that if you didn't exile the graveyards, Russ would be dead here.
I don't mind Russ having to die in some other way.
Discard a Swamp. Take 2. Play a Swamp for turn.
Did you resolve Bitter Blossom?
Yes, he did.
I did.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least I'm going to get my Sir Konrad on the board.
Hey, there we go.
Oh,
Got it. Give it lifelink somehow.
That would be awesome. Then I pass.
Cool.
Dead man.
I'm gonna untap one land. Discard. I'm gonna mill this Fell Stinger. So
Everybody loses
I take
1.
3.
Haha.
Oh yeah, we all lose 1.
Y'all lose 1.
Well, I'm still
then
at
we're
positive
go-
1.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and draw. Tight.
Draw 2,
I'm gonna
discard
play
1.
out.
Well, you
I'm
draw
gonna
2,
play- oh,
discard 1.
I do. You're right. Sorry. It's gonna be. I'm gonna discard a Swamp. Take another 2. Play a Swamp. Tap that Swamp to play a Blood Pet.
Yeah.
The Blood Pet, by the way, is a 1/1 for 1, and you can sacrifice it to add 1 to your mana pool. It's like, what if Mono Black did Llanowar Elves, and it's nowhere near as good as Llanowar Elves. But I'm also going to go ahead and pay 5.
It's not green.
I'm going to pull out my Sir Konrad.
Got it.
Yeah.
Did the thing. It's a moral victory at this point, and not a particularly satisfying one. And I pass. Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be bad for me.
I mill 3. It was a Sower of Discord, a Swamp, and a Liliana Vis.
Alright, so I lose another 1. Everybody else loses 2, except for him.
Well, so I go net positive 4, go up to 71.
Oh yeah, I lose 2 from that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then I draw 2 and discard 1.
And if you discard a creature, Russ dies.
I'm not doing that. I'm going to discard a Swamp.
Oh, I was just letting you know that.
And I take 2. Play a Swamp. I could play Sir Konrad again. But I'm not going to. I'm going to pay 3. And I'm going to cast an Oppression. Whenever a player casts a spell, they discard a card.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to untap 6. 1. Command Tower, Arching of Depravity, Demonic Tutor, Phyrexian Arena, Railquay Tower, and Burning Rune Demon. So I milled 2 creatures. So
Well,
Goodbye,
technically, we gotta tune it back some
No.
because you're only gonna mill 3.
well, I'll still mill 6.
Yeah,
But-
he's still
Well,
mill.
because Russ controls those triggers, and
Oh,
each
yeah.
one is done one at a time. So as soon as Russ is dead from the first
His-
creature milling, the rest of the mill triggers go away.
Yes, correct. So command tower, Archfiend of Depravity,
I'm
gone
dead.
because that was the second one.
Yep.
So
And then I would still take
then,
2,
then the rest stay there, and I would take 2.
Yeah.
and Ham would take 1.
There we go. Now I will draw
Russ
2.
was there when that happened. Or would he? Let me think. Apnap?
Yep.
No, Ham would not take 1, because his Konrad would resolve first, killing Russ.
Yep.
Let's go.
So you're still at 11.
Woo!
So there you go.
And I want to discard Diabolic Intent, which was when I said that I had a 2-drop that was unplayable. That was it. And my land for turn is a Witch's Cottage. It comes in untapped because I have 3 more swamps. And when it enters the battlefield, I may put a creature card from my graveyard on top of my library.
Do you have any in your graveyard?
I have Arching of Depravity.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I'm not going to put it on top of my library because I'm going to... Wait a minute. Do I? No.
I don't control
I
you.
don't.
At least
No.
not right now. I haven't said the code word.
Mine
I am gonna put it on top of my library, but I'm gonna cast Konrad.
All right, you got to discard a card on cast.
I'm gonna discard my Phyrexian Arena,
There you go.
and I will pass.
All right.
No more milling.
I'm gonna untap, upkeep, and draw
Draw
my
2.
2. I'm gonna discard the Soul Ring.
There you go.
I gain 2.
Yep. Oh, you know what? This is gonna be a little dumb, but has the potential to be funny.
I do like jokes.
Right?
I am always here for the ha-has.
So, I have a single card in my hand. I'm gonna go to combat. And
Yeah.
Jarvis, I'm gonna send my Sir Konrad at your Sir Konrad. Well, I mean at you. What do you do?
I take it because I'm at 70.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Post combat main phase. I'm gonna
So I
pay
go down to
6 for a wound
68.
reflection.
Okay, well,
So at the beginning of each end step, each opponent loses life equal to life of the last this turn. I think that's
okay,
neat.
so there's 5 commander damage, and then another 5 go down to
Then another 5
63.
normal ass damage when I go to my end step, which I'm debating on whether or not I want to do that now or if I want
Now,
in
you
my
did-
post combat main if I want to sack the blood pack or blood pet to get some pings.
Do you have
What's up?
anything to sacrifice
Discard?
for cast or
I'm a-
discard for? Hey, there you go.
I got spirit fingers, baby. I'm not dumping anything. Yeah, all right. But yeah, I guess I'll just pass. Yeah, I'm
All right, untap, upkeep.
gonna sit back
Draw
with my
2.
jump blocker and hope for the best. Yeah.
1, 2. Oh, very good. I will discard a swamp.
I'll gain 2.
Ouch. I'm gonna play Cabal Coffers.
Let's go.
I'll pay this much because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 black, and I'll use it to cast Sir Konrad. Hello,
Okay.
Let's
I'm
go.
Sir Konrad. I
Question mark?
discard
Alright.
nothing. And then what? I have a lot of mana. Part of me
I
wants to
believe
see
you.
what this Mind Stone can get me. So yeah, I'll pay 1 and I'll tap and sack this. I'll lose another 2.
I
Yep.
thought you were just want to mill us.
I don't have mill.
Yeah, you do.
Sir
On your
Konrad.
commander.
No. Oh, I drew a card I really like. I'm gonna pay 3. I'm going to cast Dark Deal. Each player discards all the cards in their hand, then draws that many -1.
Oh,
Cool.
I should have done what I was going to do on my turn.
I lose
Well,
2
my
for
last turn.
casting that. I have no cards to draw.
I want to discard Demonic Tutor.
Sick.
And that was the only card I had in my hand.
Hell yeah. Now this is magic. this is what it's all about, baby. Pass.
And the
Top
reason
deck
why
and
I
Tommy.
say,
But then Wound Reflection, aren't you dead?
Yeah, how much did I lose? I had
You lost.
1,
you discarded
2,
3.
3. Yeah, I lose 6. So yeah, I go to hell.
So the reason why
I'm
I
right
said
behind you, bud. Don't worry about it. All right.
I should have done what I was going to do on my turn is that Demonic Tutor, I could have ended the game on my turn effectively. But I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
let's get Konrad back out. I'm going to draw this one card that you know about, and then pay 5.
Oh, you think I remember? Come on, man. Yeah.
Now, Jarvis,
Uh,
are you gonna win the funniest way?
I can't.
You're gonna
like,
mill me out? That would be. Yeah.
no, what I would have been able to do, I do play Mindcrank as well,
Sure.
so I
of
could have
course.
Demonic
Yeah.
Tutored for Mindcrank and just ended the game
Then
there.
that's that.
I'm like, no,
Yeah.
but I want to play Konrad again.
But you can end the
Sure.
game right now with Konrad.
I want to play Archina Depravity.
Like quite comfortably.
So
Yeah.
now at the beginning of each opponent's end step, that player sacrifices up to 1 creature they control. Not up to. Does it say up to? Oh no, up to 2 creatures he or she controls. Why did I say 1? It's 2.
Well, I
creatures.
choose 2 creatures and sacrifice
Yeah.
the rest.
Yeah, whatever. You know, words are hard. It's after 10 o'clock. But
Mhm.
you know what? I have nothing else going for me. So let's pay 2. And mill, baby, mill.
Okay.
Relic
I got a
Plate
Midnight
Pile.
Reaper.
So
Yeah.
I take 1. You
Take
take
one for my Konrad.
for Konrad.
I take 1 from your Konrad and 2 from the Blood Chief.
So I'm net positive 1.
Yep. But you're still gonna take another 1 at the end step if I'm
Yeah.
still alive.
That's
So
wound reflection.
I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing with Konrad.
you would.
For 5.
I'm gonna chump block with the Blood Pet.
Okay. So, yet again, you'll take 3. I'll go net positive 1.
There you go.
Yes, but you take another
But-
ping here, so you lose 2, so you
Yep.
net even on the turn.
69.
Yeah, at the end.
Nice.
Hey,
Hey.
happy
Nice.
birthday.
And then I pass.
Go. Pretty sure if you sacrifice the Archfiend to mill me, I just...
I mean, you were at
Oh,
9.
you know
If
what?
he would have sacrificed Konrad, he would have just dealt 10.
Here's what I'm gonna... okay. There's a 0% chance I win this game. However, this is a classic. To give you an idea of the kind of nonsense that I like to play with, they're not good cards. Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Let's go.
8th edition whiteboarder Nightmare. I was looking at it like I should cut this. It's like I can't cut this. This is beautiful. Yeah. It's a 6 mana Nightmare. I believe it has been eroded to a horse. With flying, its power and toughness are each equal to the number of swamps I control, which is 6. So that's a 6 mana 6/6 that flies. Which I mean is like that's not nothing. Like that's just cool. But it's a classic. It's a nostalgia card for me. The best is when you reanimate it. It's like I'm gonna lose 6 life for like this 3/3. Awesome. Anyway. But yeah, that's me, baby. Yeah. How am I how are we doing
Then,
this?
then I go and I untap
Yeah.
and I draw.
There you go.
You know what?
You guys like my parrot?
Your
I
parrot?
do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Squawk.
Let's
I'm a parrot. It's just parrot sounds.
let's do it the fun way. Let's sacrifice
Hey, buddy.
Archfiend to Altar of Dementia.
Yeah.
We'll each lose 1, and then you will mill 5.
Shambling Ghast, Swamp Greedy Freebooter, Swamp Blood Artist. So yeah,
Yay.
that easily does it. Yep.
That'll do it.
Yay!
Okay.
And I
Good
gained
job,
10.
everybody.
Yeah, that was exactly what I expected.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it with the Blood Chief Ascension. In a mono black pod, it is very, very good to have a powerful enchantment.
Yes.
Early.
Yes, because I love it too when people are like, "Oh, the color pie's broken because mono black can destroy enchantments." It's like, yeah, but like,
It has
Twice.
two. It has two efficient ways to remove it. The rest
yeah, two ways that
are
are worth considering. The rest are absolute garbage.
the rest are edicts, and
Yeah.
I had
Freakish Libation's not like, yeah, it is an edict, but it's not terrible.
well,
But like, there's the one. It's like, what is it, Shatter the Oath or whatever? That's a 5-drop, and I remember people were losing their mind over that. And it's like, really? You're gonna
There's
spend
Invoke
5
Despair.
mana to destroy an enchantment? Like, yeah. Anyway,
I almost milled myself to see if I could hit my Ulamog, but
I mean that would
Oh,
have been funny. Yeah.
I was starting to get to the
Appreciate that.
good. I was okay. I know that I said I won, so it was already good stuff. But when I was going to say I was about ready to get to the good stuff, it was the Peer into the Abyss and the Morality Shift.
I do like Morality Shift. That one's fun. Yeah.
Well,
the actual good stuff.
yeah, the fun stuff. Well, the reason why I like Morality Shift, I play the Shuffle Ulamog in here, and many times that just wins the game.
Sure.
I don't know
the
if that
sheer
would have been
amount
the
that you
case here.
stack is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing with contested Konrads, things get weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Because
Good
yeah,
stuff.
so if people don't know what Morality Shift does, because that is a 2-card combo with Konrad in many times if you build your deck correctly. You exchange the position of your library and your graveyard. So all the cards from your library go to your graveyard, going and causing them to go and deal 1 point of damage, and all the cards from your graveyard go to your library, causing all your creatures to do 1 damage. But if you play a Shuffle Titan, all those cards from your library that you just put to your graveyard, you get to go and shuffle back into your library.
So then they all leave your graveyard as well.
Yes. It's
just
fantastic.
Just a terrible, terrible person.
Hey, it requires me to have an 11 mana Eldrazi in my deck, a 5 mana commander, and a 7 mana sorcery. Oh no.
Yeah, no, if you pull that off, you earned it. Like that's.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's brutal, but yeah.
I don't agree.
See,
But it's fun.
those kind of huge game-winning combos in Commander, I think, are great. I'm all for that. Yeah. Let's get big. Let's get dumb.
Oh, here's the best card to put in a Sir Konrad deck. Especially, it's a very meta choice. It's
Profane Memento?
Yeah, I got it. I have it
the
right
Swarm?
here. It just says whenever a creature card is put in an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you gain a life.
Oh yeah, I saw that in your list.
That's
I'm like, what the hell
that's
is
some
that
brilliant
card?
tech right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
this
here
is
for it.
my pretty stuff deck, so waste not. I did put Cool in the Week in here today as well.
Cute.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's where I have Confetti Foil, Command Beacon. Yeah, this
Good
is my
stuff.
pretty deck.
My deck isn't.
Oh.
This is the Stolen Artwork Crux of Fate. And this is a Chrome Mox that looks like somebody chewed on it.
Sorry about
So
that.
that's yeah, so that's really good.
Yes.
I think that like kind of makes it cooler, but that's anyway.
That somebody was chewing on this Chrome Mox?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just
got character. I like it. Yeah.
My favorite flavor text in all of Magic.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I just love this deck so much. So yes, if you see me at any convention, I will always have this deck with me.
Mhm.
It will always be fun to play, and I will play it anytime you ask.
Is
But
that
what
going to
else
be a
about
new
it?
tradition here on Generic Commander for our birthdays? Do we get to pick a theme that fits our pet deck? Is that the idea?
I think so.
I
I'm
would
totally
say-
down with this.
I'm okay with this. Yeah.
Ask you shall receive.
I'm totally down
Right.
with this idea.
I can't wait for my
But you-
birthday when I pick an all Konrad.
Don't threaten me with another good time.
Yeah. I don't know. So now I'm trying to think. So June is me. So I'm trying to think of a good way to fit Teneb in here. So we'll figure it out. Maybe it's all 3-color dragons. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
I did pull a nice foil Draco Genesis.
There you go.
gotta love that.
If you make me play Teneb, can I build it as Orzhov and ignore the green?
You're allowed to do that. You could also just throw
Actually,
Konrad in there.
EDH a couple years back, EDH did like a look through of they figured out an algorithm for like the spiciest commanders, like the commanders that are like the least consistent in how they're built, and Teneb won that because people are just all over the map with them. Like they build them however the hell they want, and yeah, get it. Yeah,
Love it.
so no, you can absolutely just build Orzhov.
But
Anyway.
I had tons of fun here. If we misplayed anywhere and we messed up the stack, let us know. We don't care, but it engages the algorithm. So
I actually care quite a lot. If I feel like there was I don't care about misplaying. I don't care about making a bad decision. But if the rules aren't followed to like a T, that will bug my brain. So if you want to make me upset, you can comment. You can just lie and just ruin my day if you want to.
And
Yeah, we're all playing casual commander. Jolly's playing Judge Tower at all times. So it's yeah.
I want everyone to be doing a stupid thing as accurately as possible.
And make sure when you put the misplay, the missed rules in there, that you timestamp it. So when Jolly goes and looks to see it, it doesn't actually exist.
Oh, that's really funny. Oh, there's a good bit. Oh no, Jarvis.
Oh, the trolls in the comments. Let's go.
I don't like
Go,
I don't know what
trolls.
you need to do. Make it happen.
Fly, my pretties, fly.
But yeah, then you also like the video because that lets everyone know that you like us, and we like to be liked. And
It's the only thing that
subscribe.
keeps me going.
Because subscribe makes numbers go up, and we like when numbers go up.
It's the best.
Math.
You know, it's that dopamine that doesn't actually mean anything, but it makes us feel good. And we like to
Random
feel
internet points make me happy.
exactly.
For real. Oh yeah.
But until next week, and scene.
See.
See.
But seriously, happy birthday, Jarvis.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Thank you.